Welcome to this edition of Talk About Town. I'm your host, Fina Lee Bensley, and we're here at the BOWERS Museum to celebrate the Day of the Dead.
It's our pleasure again to have this opportunity to commemorate El Día de los Muertos, a way to look back at all of our heritage, all of our family, all of the people that we've loved, and remember them again. And part of this is the artistry that goes with all of El Día de los Muertos. It's our pleasure this morning to present some of the dances from 3 regions of Mexico in el ballet folklórico. Here we have El Son de la Muerte, the song of death, as this poor man is trying to bring back the love that he's lost.
No le temo a la muerte, más le temo a la vida. Como cuesta morirse, cuando el alma anda herida.
Well, tell me about today's event.
It's in celebration of the Mexican holiday, Día de los Muertos, and it's a belief in many of the small indigenous villages in Mexico that this time of the year, the spirits of the departed family members come back to be with the family once again. So in contrast to Halloween, where it's about evil spirits, Day of the Dead is about welcoming back the spirits of your loved ones. So it's a joyful event. It's something very joyful, and it's celebrated. There are many aspects to it, and one of them is the ofrenda that you see behind me. This ofrenda is dedicated to my mother. And what you put on an ofrenda, and the word ofrenda means offering, and so it's an altar with an offering to the spirit of your beloved one. And you, first of all, you set up your platforms and your levels, which date back to the belief in the Aztec times that those who died either went to the upper world or the lower world. And in the upper world, there were 4 levels. And you put a picture of the person that's being honored. You put candles to light the way for the spirit to come back. You put things that remind you of that person, personal items, pictures from their life, favorite foods, and sugar skulls. It's something a little sweet for the spirit when they come back. The marigold flowers have a very pungent odor to them, so that helps them find their ofrenda also. And the skeleton art is something to lighten the day, to amuse the spirit when they come back.
Well, tell me about your exhibit here today.
Well, this exhibit basically chronicles a spiritual journey for a fictional couple named José and Gloria Calavera. You see, they died in a freak accident before their wedding day, but on the Day of the Dead, November 1st and 2nd, their skeletal spirits come back to this world and they get to engage in the activities that they missed out on in life. So, for example, one of the exhibits is their wedding, the wedding they didn't get to have.
Now, how did you get the idea for this exhibit?
Well, I've really been interested in the Day of the Dead ever since I was very young. And many years ago, I used to do just a typical Halloween haunted house on Halloween. But as I got older, I started losing interest in Halloween and got more interested in the Day of the Dead, because it's more of a serious thing about remembering the people that died.
Now tell me about some of the materials and things you used in this exhibit.
I used lots of vintage material, lots of recycled objects that I find, and I fix them up, and lots of new material and paper mache.
Okay. Anything to add?
I just hope people really enjoy it, and that they want me to come back here year after year, and that they'll give me opportunity to make this bigger and bigger.
Now, are there any misconceptions about Day of the Dead you'd like to clear up?
Well, a lot of people, I think Day of the Dead is like the Mexican version of Halloween, which it's not, because it has nothing to do with giving out candy. It's all about remembering the people in your life who died, and just setting up an altar and just trying to reflect on those people so they're not forgotten.
Aquí hay una rosa huraña que es la flor de mis amores. Un aplauso para mi mariachi ritmo.
Is this your first time here at Bowers?
It's actually my 4th year volunteering, so.
And you're volunteering with the face painting.
Yes, I'm volunteering, but this is my first time ever coming here.
So what do you think of it?
I think it's amazing because when you come to a museum, you think, oh, it's going to be boring, you're just going to see, I mean, that's how little kids are. They don't really think of museums as fun, but I guess this is something that they could come to and enjoy and get to be more enculturated in the Mexican culture.
Now, would you recommend everybody come here on Day of the Dead?
Yes, definitely. It's very hands-on. You can come and have fun, learn a little bit about the cultures, decorate sugar skulls. It's awesome.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Finally Bentley saying thanks for watching.